We all know who created the first American flag with the ring of stars and the 13 stripes, right? But what if I told you it might not have been Betsy Ross? Hey everyone, Mrs. Ng here for Virtual History 360, and this is Pancake History. But before we begin, we have a pancake history first. Today we are not using one color of batter, not two colors of batter, but three colors of batter. We're in for an interesting pancake. So what pancake are we making today? It is one of the most recognized symbols in America, the American flag. So let's get this pancake started. Flags started out in the 1700s as a way for a country to mark the land it owned and to tell other countries not to settle there. A much better alternative to the coats of arms used in the Middle Ages. Flags were easier and cheaper to make, as well as lighter, allowing for easier transportation and planting. And seeing as that the United States made their first flag in the 1700s, I guess you could say we were right on trend. The flag pancake that we are printing today is often called America's first flag, or the Betsy Ross flag. But where this first American flag came from is highly disputed between historians. Most Americans believe that Betsy Ross created the first American flag, but the evidence to support this idea is lacking. Information provided by Betsy Ross's grandson, William Canby, in 1870 gives us some evidence, but this information cannot be cross-confirmed. The Flag Act of 1777 states that the flag of the 13 United States be 13 stripes, alternate red and white, that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field representing a new constellation, which loosely describes Betsy Ross's design, but again, there is no hard evidence. The American flag has changed many times over the years, and there have been 3 flag acts to accommodate for those changes. The second, the Flag Act of 1794, issued by President George Washington, created the only flag in our history to vary away from the 13 stripes. The flag was made to represent the addition of Vermont and Kentucky to the Union and used 15 stars and 15 stripes. The third, the Flag Act of 1818, reverted the flag back to 13 stripes and made it much simpler to alter the number of stars when a new state joined the Union. It also stated that all new flags would only be issued on July 4th, Independence Day. But what do the parts of our flag mean? Why did our founders choose this design to represent our country? On our flag, we see 13 stripes. The country has chosen 13 stripes to represent the original 13 colonies. The current United States flag has 50 stars, one for each state in the Union. However, generally speaking in flag making, the star often represents the energy of a nation. Behind the stars is a square, and squares are used to show balance and equality, especially since flags are created on rectangles. Behind the stars is a square. However, there is one nation's flag that is a square. Leave us a comment below with your name and answer to the question, and you could get a shout out in my next episode of Virtual History. Colors also play an important role in our flag, which is why we have chosen to print this pancake using multiple colors. The red of our flag is officially known as Old Glory Red and represents hardiness and valor, while white represents purity and innocence. And finally, Old Glory Blue represents the vigilance, perseverance, and justice. However, the United States is not unique in using the colors red, white, and blue in their flag. Many countries use the 3 colors as the main color of their flag, such as France, England, Australia, Chile, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Iceland, Luxembourg, Liberia, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Laos, Norway, Russia, Panama, Slovakia, and Thailand. While we watch our pancake print, I want to thank those of you who have left us suggestions and comments on our previous videos. We have 2 questions today about the American flag. First question is from Matt Crass. Matt asks, is it really legal to burn the flag? The easy answer to this question is no. The burning of the United States flag is protected under the First Amendment, the right to protest. This right was established by the court decision Texas versus Johnson in 1989. However, if you do burn a flag that does not belong to you, you can face the consequences of destruction of property, and for setting the fire, you could even face the charge of arson. Our second question comes from Alan Hallett. Alan asks, who gets to change the flag design? Great question, Alan. There are a variety of different ways to design the flag, but in the end, the design must be approved by Congress. For the most recent adaptation of the United States flag, a contest was held and public entries were accepted. The winning design was designed by a 17-year-old who had received a B- on a flag project and made a deal with his teacher that if Congress chose his flag to be the most recent flag of the United States, she would have to change his grade to an A. And speaking of grades, those of you watching that are my students, here's the part you've been waiting for, extra credit. You have 1 week from the day this video is assigned to turn in a paper with your name and the answer to the following question. How many flags has the United States had? I think it might just be done cooking. What do you guys think? Do you think it's done? The only way is to find out. Let's try to take a look at our finished pancake. We are always wondering, what would you like to see made into a pancake next? Leave your suggestions in the comments and you can see your dreams made into a pancake. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, check out our other videos, and for Virtual History 360, I'm Mrs. Ng.